Hey, what's up everyone? I'm Erica and welcome back to the El Cruco channel. Today we are going to go through an article I wrote for DocWalk back in 2019, but it's still pretty relevant. It's talking about how to get a job through Facebook. And I have actually covered this in detail in one of the chapters in my book, Super Yacht Life. This one is targeted more for junior crew, but it's pretty relevant for everyone. So have a listen. Give me your comments and let's get into it. So we all know times are a changing. Let's face it, dock walking seems to be far less common these days for various reasons. I mean, there's a lot more security on super yacht docks for one, plus honestly, people don't really want to go begging for work. However, I think it's still the best way. But anyway, lots of people do claim to get their first ever job via Facebook, but lots also claim they send countless CVs and get absolutely no response to anything. Cue a Facebook rant from disgruntled wannabe super yacht crew member on usually a very public forum, which although is often quite amusing to read, that's not the point. I'm here to impart a little advice, a little wisdom and a little experience. So here's my guide on how to get that job through Facebook. Number one, pay attention. Read the advert carefully. Does it say to PM the original poster, or does it say to send an email? Follow instructions. Do not PM them or send them a friend request if they've specifically asked for applicants to email them. I mean, firstly, it's rude. Secondly, it shows you're either too lazy to follow a simple instruction, or even worse, you can't. And thirdly, your PM is probably going to end up in some random others folder and never be seen. So your first impression, if it's even seen, will be a negative one if you fail to do what they're asking. Now, if the advert asks for something very specific, like a qualification, then there's usually there's very little point in trying to argue with the OP. You know, saying, you said the boat's private, so you don't need a Y4. It doesn't wash very well. If that's what they want, then accept it. It's most likely down to safe manning requirements, and it's not just the OP being whimsical. And if you're going to argue with a crew agent, be careful. I mean, I don't post requirements for a laugh. I post them because that's what the client needs. That's what their safe manning documents state they need, their insurance, the flag state, whatever it is. Number two, etiquette. This is a big one, right? Firstly, address your email or message with the person's name. There's nothing more annoying than receiving a message on the back of a Facebook post where, your name is clearly stated, which starts with, dear sir to me, or to whom it may concern. It's not very professional. Show you're not just trawling through social media, copying and pasting the same old cover letter that's so generic it's irrelevant to every single job post. So example, right. Hi Erica, I saw your post on Facebook today about the deck dive instructor position in the Pacific and I'm really interested. Right, that's going to get my attention. This is an example of something that won't. Dear sir, CV attached for job. This is no bueno. This is a real email I received related to a Facebook posted job. And it said, this is my CV. If you are interested, please give me replay message. Thanks, with an X. Nothing else, not a dear, no punctuation, not even a capital letter or a sign off. Spell check? Even worse, the people who message with a CV attached and 0 words, not even a hello, just a blank email with a document attached. For me, that's akin to someone walking past my desk and throwing a CV at my face without breaking stride. It's a great first impression. I'm far too busy for any effort on a message. It just means you're probably too busy to check your work on board. It doesn't bode well, does it? If you get a reply from the OP, then acknowledge it. A simple thank you is all it takes. Number 3, look at your own Facebook page. I know it seems silly, but there's every chance the OP will look at your profile if they're interested in your CV, especially if you've commented on their post saying CV sent, which seems to be the done thing. If your public photos are not very employer friendly, well, make them private or remove them. Number 4, apply for your own jobs. Seems obvious, right? So why is your mum messaging, calling, hounding me to get her hardworking and desperate son a job? Have some independence. Please do it yourselves. And I have to say, I have written a little section about this in my book about parents. Like, we know you mean well, but you're hindering your child's chances. Anyway, I digress. Yeah, don't let your mum email people from her own email address and pretend it's you. Yes, that happens more often than I care to admit, but it does. Oh, yeah, and then when you call them out, continue lying and pretend and say that your email is broken and you had to use the family email. It's just embarrassing. Anyone who is not motivated enough to send their own emails, do their own applications, check in with agents and so on, is just not cut out for the yachting industry. Your mum won't be coming to the interview. I mean, please don't bring her. And she certainly won't be tucking you in at night and washing your socks for you when you're at sea. So step away. Number 5, resist the urge to fight. Honestly, this is a terrible, terrible idea. Those crew who post angry tirades on public forums will not be considered for future jobs. I've seen crew post sexist, racist, homophobic, and so on, rants on other people's posts, be sarcastic, rude, impatient, unhelpful, or just downright abusive. And I'm not the only one who sees this and makes notes. You know, by all means, have a bit of fun. Have a giggle, but don't be nasty. It will affect your career. So that was some really broad advice points, but hopefully you get the idea and you'll, take this advice on board. So keep trying, hang in there. Good luck with your job search if you are, applying to every single Facebook ad you see. Keep it relevant and good luck. Drop me a comment below. Tell me what you think. Love you. Bye.